Hello and welcome back. Brett Keane is the host of the GodTVRadio podcast and has won every debate by simply not letting the other person know that they have been challenged. Genius. In the video today, Brett is asking questions that are unanswerable by atheists. We'll see about that. Before we begin though, please remember this is all in good humour and is in no way a slight against any religion. It is, however, against fanatical assholes. Enjoy.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from GodTVRadio. I hope you're all having a wonderful day.
G'day, Brett. I am having a wonderful day. Thank you.
We are going to be working on a series called Questions That Atheists Will Never Be Able to Answer.
Never, you say? Challenge accepted.
And I'm going to leave open the comments on this video.
Oh, really?
And I promise you, it's nothing short of ad homs and personal attacks is the only thing we're going to receive.
Personal attacks? Oh, the irony. You'll see what I mean later on. No, I haven't watched it. It's just a prediction from knowing how these type of people think.
There's not going to be any kind of intelligent answers. I'm going to warn the atheist before we even start. I know that your favorite friend in the whole wide world is Wikipedia, but Wikipedia is not going to be able to answer the questions for you.
It's okay. I don't need Wikipedia. I'll use other sources. Common sense will be my primary source.
In fact, after the end of this video, you're going to have to accept and acknowledge that it is more rational and logical that we have a guiding force, an intelligent mind with a purpose and meaning behind our existence after watching this.
Oh, I doubt I'll even make it to the end. Not even 2 minutes in, and I'm bored.
What you see before you is created, designed slime. That's right, all this material that you see on the screen was actually created by someone or something. Most likely someone using something to make it.
Who'd have thunk it, huh? Slime was made by something or someone. Well, I'm convinced. Time to start worshipping Ahura Mazda.
Now in the Bible we have God actually explaining that he came from outer space, created the earth, and then used the cosmic dust that we can find in the universe to create us from the materials of the universe. That's what the Bible says.
Really? Okay, let's have a look here. We've got the creation. Spirits, nothing about coming from outer space. Let's go down. Still nothing about God coming from space.
Science claims that we came from some kind of primordial ooze. That would be the atheist.
Wrong again. No one has thought that for years. The most common theory now is the RNA world. RNA can form relatively quickly and easily on a geological timescale. Then the introduction of other proteins and you have DNA. Simmer for about 500 million years and you have life.
The slime. Without a guidance, without a God, without anything.
As demonstrated, there isn't anything needed except a really, really long time.
Now let's get to the important part of this. Let's get to the question that atheists have been waiting for.
You mean that wasn't one of the questions?
The obvious beginning question would be, where did the material come from? If there's no guiding force.
The simple answer is interstellar dust. This image is known as the Pillars of Creation. You've probably seen it. This nebula is the aftermath of a supernova, and that dust will one day coalesce to form other stars and planets. Well, it would, but another nearby supernova may have screwed that up.
The second question is, where did the mechanism come from that makes it to where the slime, whenever it started becoming anatomical body shapes?
Well, as stated earlier, there was no slime, but the earliest fossils found of bacteria are around 3.5 billion years old.
What was it that was inside of the mind or the brain or the anatomy of such creatures?
RNA, then DNA. I highly doubt you'd even begin to understand how genes work, but the simplest way is to think of proteins like little tiny chemical computers, and the DNA is the code. The DNA has simple instructions such as develop, survive, and reproduce. I'll know you'll come back with, well, someone had to write the code. But no, they didn't.
That made it to where they didn't just turn around and begin killing each other like narcissistic sociopaths. Science tells us that there's a mechanism in our brain that causes it to where we don't just turn around and begin killing everyone and everything around us.
Holy crap, where are you getting your information? I've often heard this debate from people like this, to the point where they've actually said that they would kill people if they were allowed to. Never in my life have I wanted to kill anyone. I think the problem with these born-agains, and yes, it's always born-agains or converts, is that they harbour so much anger and they don't know how to deal with it. They're not really Christians, as every Christian, and indeed every other religious person I've known, doesn't have these thoughts or desires. This is the typical believe what I believe or I'll fucking kill you mentality of extremists. Not cool, dude. Not cool.
For those out there who have never heard of this, perhaps you've heard of psychopaths and sociopaths and crazy people. You know, the type of people that get it in their head they want to go kill people.
That is not what a sociopath or a psychopath is. Yes, most serial killers are one or the other, but not all sociopaths or psychopaths are serial killers or murderers. And the term crazy person is extremely vague at best.
And science tells us that people like this have absolutely no control over their urges or their desires.
Wrong again. Both of these are mental conditions, and the vast majority of sufferers aren't even aware that they have them, and they certainly aren't acting on their urges.
When they feel like fucking dead things or raping people or destroying and killing, they do it.
Criminals will commit crimes.
They plan it out and they go out and they go and do their killing. And that thing that's supposed to be in their head that every normal person has is simply not there for them.
I am in no way a criminal psychologist and don't feel qualified to answer this, but I'm pretty sure it's wrong and has nothing to do with DNA.
They are not able to contemplate or argue with themselves or have that consciousness inside of them that says, don't go out and murder people. Don't go rape women and children.
As I said, criminals will commit crime. They don't care if it's illegal or not. That's why they're criminals.
Now, at some point in time, the atheist is going to tell us that there was a story, and the story is evolution. And through abiogenesis, somehow these organisms began to evolve and change over time.
We covered this already. You're asking the same questions in different ways, hoping to trip up people and get a different answer.
Well, at what point in time did they get that mechanism that caused it to where they could control themselves? To make it to where they don't just turn to their parents and the children around them that they've produced and kill everything.
You seem to have a real darkness inside of you, dude. I think you may need to seek professional help. Why would any instinct cause an offspring to kill its parents?
Obviously, if you don't have this mechanism, any creature out there that doesn't have the control or the mechanism in their brain to stop them from killing would end up destroying everything around them, and everything would kill each other until everything went into extinction.
People have been killing other people for millennia. The reason to kill others outside of your family unit or tribe is so that their genes don't pollute your gene pool, or to take over their territory and breed with their females to propagate your own genes. Humans have evolved beyond that, mostly, and now see that adding others' genes to our own can be beneficial. Now people just kill for political or religious reasons.
Now, the atheist is probably going to say something retarded, as I am commonly hearing from them whenever they say, well, the reason why evolution gave us the mechanism so we wouldn't kill each other, derp, derp, derp.
Personal attacks, I see. The same reason you closed your comments section. Double standards much?
The problem is, for our dumbass friends, the atheists out there, they don't explain how exactly this mechanism came into play.
I'm going to leave it here for today. I can't be arsed listening to insults instead of intelligent arguments. If you'd like to hear me cover the rest of the video, as well as the rest of his series in this, I think he's up to 3 or 4 now, do let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this as educational as it was entertaining. I also want to point out that not once did I cite or reference Wikipedia. As always, a special thanks to Purple Haze and Pyramid Head for their high-level support over on Patreon. And to you, dear viewer, I would ask that you leave a comment and a like. Until next time, friends, don't be a dick.